best way to play through. Select the. You'll be able to choose the role you plan in just a second. Start your season with recommended settings. If you wish to change roles or adjust options, use the tiles on the right. Your season starts now. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. These players are on the last year of their contract. Cap room is how much money you have to spend on new contracts. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one of the more dangerous pass rushes. The Broncos are top 10 in total sacks, and they'll be up against a Falcons team that will need to deal with that all game. With that, we'll send it over to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call in this Week 5 matchup.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown. Now a play fake here on first down. That's caught at the 3. A gain of 6 there on first. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu, his first touchdown in a Falcon uniform. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the... Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw. They go play action here on first down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, DeMarcus Ware. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 1 quarter down. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Charles and I back to Denver after this. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. On first and 10, it's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now Ryan on first down. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, T.J. Ward. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated.
Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before that. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Ryan on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Darian Stewart.
Well, that's a drive.
Well, Charles stepping.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points, a portion of your remaining. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
In its final season now as an NFL stadium there. Hackenberg on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, here's Hackenberg. And Jones has it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was third and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling.
Play action now. Hackenberg into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And San Francisco gets set. Second down, Hackenberg. And Tammy with it over the middle. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Falcons are going to get a first. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Hackenberg now to throw on first. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full.
A lot of...
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Scouting points are earned every week. Make sure you use all of your points. A portion of your remaining. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. All combine stats such as the 40-yard dash are now available in scouting. Check it out. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this. Start the draft when you're ready.
The Falcons are now on the clock. The Browns are now on the clock. All right, now that the pick's in, let's go to Adam. Adam, what can you tell us about this guy?
After turning in an average performance at the Combine, his pro day was a last-chance effort to show off his athleticism. He kicked off the day by running his 40 time in just under 5 seconds. Nothing special, but what scouts were most impressed with was his 10-yard split. He tested faster than most other linemen in the draft. At the sound of the gun, he was out of his stance and passed the 10-yard marker in around 1.5 seconds. That's the kind of burst that coaches love to see from their big guys. Also told, he showed great bend in the knees and his footwork was sharp during drills. One GM told me he looked like the most complete lineman in the class, and it's no surprise he's already been picked up. He should be a solid anchor for this team in the future.
All right, let's go to Adam Schefter, who's got more on this pick.
Just 2 years ago, he was on the boxing team for a small school before transferring and using his final year of eligibility to play football for a bigger program. Right away, he made an impact for the team, compensating for what he lacked in with pure intensity and aggression. He's going to need to learn to play more with his head and see the game differently at the next level, but he has all the tools to develop into a great player. It all comes down to what the coaches can get out of him, and this first off season will be a major test for him.
The Rams are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. Adam, what can you tell us about that last pick?
A recent change to the combine eligibility rules added an academic clause. Basically, it withheld invitations to the combine from players who had a poor academic standing. I couldn't find out the specifics of his violation, but it was enough for him to lose eligibility for the combine. Not only that, but some scouts pointed to the off-the-field concerns as a reason he slid down draft boards. At least there was enough tape of him playing for scouts to work with, and it was enough to impress at least one team, and we'll see how he does for them.
The Falcons are now on the clock. The Dolphins are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Colts are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Broncos are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Ravens are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The 49ers are now on the clock. The Jaguars are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Jets are now on the clock. The Giants are now on the clock.
Well, if you're wondering what the delay is, I think we've got a trade coming here. The Falcons are now on the clock.
Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Kick off your week by installing your game plan. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
The Ravens are now on the clock. Pick's been made. Let's go to Adam Schefter to hear more about the player.
I'm not surprised to see him taken with this pick, given he was probably one of the most dominant defensive linemen in college this season. His combination of athleticism and set of pass rush moves gave college offensive linemen fits and gave him a leg up on the rest of the competition. Pass rushers are at a premium in the NFL these days, and when someone with his talent is available, you need to take him. If his performance this season is any indication, he has the potential to be a playmaker on the defensive line for years to come.
The Rams are now on the clock. All right, team is now off the clock. Adam Schefter, can you tell us about their newest player?
In a surprise move during the season, he left the team, citing personal reasons for the decision. From some of the reports I've heard, it sounds like he had some family issues that he really wanted to settle before the draft. His coach and teammates didn't hold any ill will against him and actually seemed supportive in his decision. He mentioned to several teams during the combine interviews that he felt a burden lifted off his shoulders, and now he can really focus on football. Despite missing a lot of his senior year, I like this kid a lot, and I think he'll do fine for this team.
The Patriots are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Falcons are now on the clock. The Rams are now on the clock. The Bengals are now on the clock.